Welcome to the Advance Your Art podcast, where we talk about the journey from artist to entrepreneur and everything in between. You've worked hard to hone your craft. Now take it to the next level with tips, techniques, strategies, and routines used by successful artists to grow their businesses and careers. Now, let's get started and have some fun with your host, Yuri Cataldo.
Susanne, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm really great. It's beautiful here in New York City. They stopped banging across the street. They're building a building to block out my view, but other than that, it's a great day.
That's wonderful. That's so nice of them to build a building to block your view.
My view, and to pause for us to talk to each other. You have no idea. It's like beating my brains out all week long, but thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I had some construction recently, not as strong as yours. A little bit of road work out front, but yeah, it's nice of them to stop for a bit.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
They're usually pretty good at timing it, so when you need to be on the phone or have something else important to do, that they start it right up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I got it.
So with everything that you're working on and everything you've done in your career, nowadays, if somebody asks you to describe yourself and what you do, how do you answer them?
Well, I answer them that right now I'm working on a specific project called Talk to Me, which is on my website, SusanneBuckler.com. That's one of the many things that I've done. I mean, when people ask each other what do, they usually like to align with one thing. But I feel like right now in this part of my life, that's what I'm working on. And that project involves interviewing, photographing, and involving women in exposing how they feel about themselves.
That's very interesting. Okay, well let's talk about that project then right now. So what made you want to do this project?
Well, I started out, I was a commercial still life photographer, not in the fine art world, and unfortunately I had life-threatening illness kind of took hold of me, and I decided that I didn't want to be involved in the commercial world anymore, and I didn't want, to be part of that. So I didn't do it for a long time, and then I had a printing error one day, just by chance, and this beautiful glowing image of me actually came out, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I said, you have to do something with this. So I did photograph myself for a while, and then I thought, it's not all about me, it's about something else. Mm-hmm. And so I realized that I have such an affinity with women, and I just love my conversations with them, my friendships with them. And so I spread it out. I took myself out of the picture pretty much, as we say. And I, spent my time, photographing them, having exchanges, really, spontaneous, conversations with them, and they were sad conversations, they were happy conversations, they were with women that were 94 years old, who would tell me that she could always have an orgasm, to another one who said that she was so sad that she could never have any children. And at the end of these conversations, they would just how happy they were that they could have the time to expose these feelings that they never even thought about, that no one had ever really asked them these kind of questions before. And I was blown away, sort of knocked off my chair by the things that, were exposed and came out. Mm-hmm. And then, and I've never used a video camera in my life. I was a, professional photographer for, 20 plus years. So I did portraits of them. Again, I wasn't someone that would take pictures of people, but I did. I started photographing them, full length, and I did a whole series of them all dressed in black, so that, all you really saw was what I feel were the most expressive parts of the body, the hands, face, and feet. Mm-hmm. And, it was just amazing. And I chose one of those images, and then I played in my computer with them. So I have a real straight, strong, portrait. I have the video, of course, with their language. And then I have these beautiful, I must say they were really beautiful. They're ethereal. They're printed on silk. They're just, they become something else. They morph into something else, and they are hopefully will be exhibited soon, hopefully, and occupy a space where people can just walk through and around and enjoy the feelings of both the visual feeling and also the auditory feelings that you get from them. And my next part of the project is to do it with men. So I'm looking forward to gathering up men of all ages and ethnicities too.
Do that same thing. Yeah. That sounds like a wonderful project. So when you first started it and got the idea, did you ultimately flesh everything out beforehand, or did it evolve as you were speaking with more women and hearing more of their stories?
You have to explain that a little bit better to me. I'm sorry. That you're going to have to chop.
Sure. Sure. We'll chop that and start again. So with the end result of your project and what it has become now, did you have that planned out from the very beginning, or was it something that evolved through the conversations you were having?
Well, it sort of evolved. I did have, I have to say, a preset questions that I had, established that I let them see, so that they could decide what they wanted to bring out to the world, and not just kind of be surprised. So it did change, and because at the end of our conversations with each other, I just said, please share whatever it is that you like, with society and the world. And that gave me new questions and new insight into what, was going on in the minds and feelings and bodies of these women. Mm-hmm. Something as simple as just asking them if it's important to be beautiful. Was a big one, because you always think that it's really important for a woman to feel beautiful, and it's not always, So it was just wonderfully eye-opening, and I hope by sharing it, either by people going to my website, or by getting a show, because it's sort of it's new. It's a new piece. Took a long time to get together. Mm-hmm. So, I'm just hoping that everyone that I show it to says, so where are you showing this? And I'm like, well, not yet. So I need the proper venue to show this particular project. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So help out there. I need your help.
Well, definitely. Well, as we push this out there, we'll definitely see if we can find a good place for you to showcase it, because it sounds like it's a really important body of work.
Yeah, I think so. I have a video, in one of the videos, I let a man, view the short videos of the women, and I asked what he thought, and he said he thought it would be fantastic for more men to see these things because it would inspire him to partner better by seeing what's really going inside her or him. And it stimulated me now to do the men, to photograph men, so that women or male partners can get better insight into what's going on with them. And then I thought, well, this is really good. Maybe I'll be the one that helps prevent wars. Just by a simple question of how they feel about their bodies. You never know, right?
Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm curious, because you've alluded to a couple of the questions that you asked, but would you mind going in a little bit more detail about, where the questions that you asked were coming from, and were there a particular focus that you were doing with the questions?
Well, I wanted them to be simple. I just wanted them to be really simple that would, open them up to revealing what is probably hidden for a long time. These little ones, like you wake up as a woman, I wake up in the morning, how important it is for me to spend time with how I look or not. Is it more important to be, as one of my interviewees, is it more important to be a ballsy broad? Is it more important to be able to communicate with people? Or, do you care about the nail polish on your hands or something like that? I don't know. I just think that there are, at least in the commercial world, where I was encouraging people to buy things that they really didn't need. Mm-hmm. This seemed to me to be a better place to put my talents, to have, I started with women because that's what I am a woman. And it's half of our population, and I felt it was a good place to start to help women even know about other women too. So,
what were some of the most common responses you received, and what were some of the responses that really made you step back and go, I had no idea?
Well, one of the first, I'll go the last one first. I had no idea. One of the questions was, when did you first notice your sexuality? And that was really, really shocking at some points. Mm-hmm. And being that they felt so comfortable and so open with me to reveal that was so heart-wrenching. And, the question about being, beautiful or not was sort of not such a big surprise. Mm-hmm.
When you chose to put them in black outfits, did you put them in the same black outfit for everyone, or is it a variation of something else, just all in black?
It's a variation. I let them wear their black outfit.
Oh, okay. Why?
Just their black. Well, because this is like a